Hi, Thursday the 18th, and we're here to look at the astrology for, well, today, but I'm actually going to move on a couple of days and examine the coming full moon in more detail. So the first thing I'm going to do is share the chart with you so that you can just look at what I'm looking at. And here we go. So I've actually set it up for this full moon in Capricorn. So you've got the moon at 29:08 of Capricorn there. And you've got the sun at 29:08 of Cancer. And obviously, Capricorn and Cancer are opposite each other. They are an axis on the zodiac belt. So, this full moon is due to take place on the 21st of July, which is Sunday. Okay. Now, I don't have Haumea in here, the dwarf planet Haumea, but she's actually just entered Scorpio, so she's just over here. I didn't put her into the program. I will talk about her from time to time, but there we go. Right, so first of all, yesterday's video, I hadn't checked before I started the video whether this is indeed the second full moon in Capricorn within the time that the sun is in Cancer, and yes, it is. So as far as astrology is concerned, this is a blue moon, once in a blue moon, because it's only once in a blue moon that we get two full moons in the same zodiac sign. Now, obviously this has meaning in astrology, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop sharing and I'm just going to talk to you about the meaning in astrology. Basically, it means that the energy which we have in our charts, which comes from the Cancer Capricorn axis, basically what it means is we get a double whammy. So all the issues that we had when the sun moved into Cancer on the 21st or 22nd of June, the issues that you got there, where are we with those issues? Are they still there? Are they the same issues? Have you been sort of plodding through the month and here we are again? Okay, so that's one question to you. The other one is this possibility, is there possibility for a resolution? Is this second chance, if it is a second chance, the one that makes it finally be resolved? And is the resolution a good one? It's always difficult when you get Cancer Capricorn because you normally get the conditioning that comes from childhood, and all the childhood issues. And in any case, we would be suspecting those anyway because we've got an involvement from Chiron. So unfortunately, all our wounds may be involved with this one as well. In fact, we may have a little more woundedness this time than we had a month ago, but okay, so we are here to follow our soul's journey and to get every opportunity for personal growth that we can. Right. Okay, so this can be read on, as usual, can be read on three layers. I tend to use two levels, to be honest. The one I'm talking to you about at the moment, the level where I'm talking about your personal experience and your personal family and issues coming up from your childhood, issues that your children may now slam in your face, for instance, that kind of stuff. This is all sort of on the personal level. Now, there is an interpersonal with this particular full moon because it's more about the family and the parental. It tends to be more about the personal. But then let's move on to, there is a third layer, and the third layer is to do with the cosmos. It's to do with the multiverse. It's to do with the cosmic magic, and deep motivations and the will of the cosmos, right? Let's put it like that. And on that level, then there is much to talk about. So I'll stop talking about your personal involvement and how it might feel to you, and I'll move to that level. Right. What I notice about this is that we've got we've got Pluto involved, and I'm sure astrologers will be telling you that. So the moon is conjunct Pluto and it's full. And yes, this is correct. But Pluto might be next to the moon, but it has just moved into Aquarius. It's on the cusp of Aquarius. So it's what we call out of sign, which means the opposition doesn't involve the two signs on the axis. Okay, an out of sign Pluto just gone into Aquarius. What does that mean? Well, actually, that does have meaning. What it's talking about is Pluto's involvement and belief and unconscious stimulation for using technology and new forms of communication and new forms of connecting and connection to make our way out of the mess we are in with regard to overpopulation, the planet, and the demands of the human population, and how they are destroying the planet in an effort just to feed the population, etc., put fuel into cars, all this sort of thing. Now, Pluto has started on a journey which will examine every part of Aquarius and the function of Aquarius, the meaning of Aquarius, and Aquarius's talents, and will give them a good going over, like pushing them in a washing machine, in order that growth can be stimulated in the areas of higher communication, more brain use of things, whether that's artificial intelligence or the artificial intelligence has been written by the human intelligence. There will be more intelligence and an examination of intelligence and much more attention to off-world and off-world opportunities. Now, I mean, you just got to look at NASA's program to see that there is a program to take humans off-world, Mars, and then Haumea, actually, in the Kuiper Belt was the last I knew. I don't know if it's changed since then. And yes, so that's not a particularly new revelation that I'm making there, but it becomes more obvious and more pertinent and more poignant, really, when this kind of thing happens in the sky. Okay, now, it also means, because of Pluto's involvement, that everything is taken to its next level. Everything must grow into what it must become. Nothing can stay the same. Pluto is about movement. It's a feminine planet, and it is about evolution. And it's about taking the mutations, the spontaneous mutations, and seeing which works and which doesn't. And when it gets a strike and it's a good one, yeah, that's it. That's the way we're going. And in that way, we evolve. Survival of the fittest, whether it's animals or the fittest ideas or the fittest potential. So there's very much an involvement in that. The square to Haumea that I was talking about earlier. So Haumea is the crust of the earth, the core of the earth, Mother Earth, is how that the planet, Mother Earth, all of Haumea's territories, wildflowers, vegetation, are backed into a corner and forced to take an action. And I don't know what the action will be, but that's the situation. There's a squeezing of the planet and its Mother Earth energy. In that squeezing, it is quite likely that Pluto will get an opportunity to evolve in a different way, to move quickly into another mutation. So it could be quite a watershed in terms of movement towards what we do need to do, and that is reduce our footprint on the planet and let the planet catch up with us. And technology, artificial intelligence, data, communication, all these things are the way to go, because they leave a lesser footprint, really. Hopefully they don't use fuel, for instance, but they do in a way, but hopefully we can harness the sun's rays at some point. Okay, so I think that is the larger, bigger picture. So if you're into the spiritual, you'll be wanting to know what is the bigger picture. We all want to support the planet Gaia, or whatever you want to call her, Haumea, Mother Nature. So this is a great opportunity for that. I think we also need to think about the primordial, pre-Big Bang coupling of the energy which we now know as feminine and masculine. So the earth representing the feminine and the masculine being the energy, the incredible power of the masculine. Having said that, there's an incredible power with the feminine too. It is, after all, the feminine that seems to hold within itself the atomic power, splitting the atom and all the rest of it. Okay, so two great powers which came to be known to us through religion and through mythology as the sky and the earth. And it depends which one you're following as to which is feminine, which is masculine. So in Egypt, the sky was feminine and the earth was masculine. And then we know it the other way around. Anyway, it's what we do know is that in the beginning, the heavenly energy hovered over the waters, I think, or whichever way we want to put that. So it's that primordial marriage, if you like, or the primordial duality. I think that comes along with the territory here with this full moon because of Pluto's involvement, Haumea's involvement, but also because Capricorn is the highest earth sign and Cancer as the lowest water sign tend to be representative of these primordial origins. Okay, right. I've been a bit technical there, haven't I? But I hope that was interesting anyway. Yeah, so it all happens on Sunday. Having said that, it doesn't, because the pressure is always greatest the day before. The bow wave precedes it, has more pressure. Okay, so I think I have covered everything there. And so it's just left for me to say goodbye, bye. We've got a heat wave here. I hope nothing, makeup didn't slide down my face. So anyway, bye. See you tomorrow.